And saving up because I'll be going to LA soon to meet with an agency. Starting my own podcast, like I told you the other day. But I want to get into entertainment, like acting and stuff. So yeah.
Have you ever done any acting? Have you ever done any roles?
Yeah, especially when I was younger, I was really, really into it.
Yeah.
And then I was going to in college, but the theater thing wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Like it was too. Like I felt real lame. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like I felt real lame.
No, but that's what you look. That's what I think you have to learn those.
It was
those
just
fundamentals.
Like, no, for sure. Because actually in LaPorte, like theater is a big deal at our school.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's like a really big deal. Like they compete like with UIL. They've won like I think like a pretty good amount of like accolades, like national recognition. The whole school's involved. I want to say there was some like maybe like 800 kids. That do it, like, which is, like half the school.
You only have 500 people in a senior class. So.
Right. So they would, they would actually let us out of class early sometimes to do the production. Like, it's a really huge, humongous deal. And I felt like that was enough. Wow. That gave me enough fundamentals. But theater is, I think, in the places that I've seen it personally, like as an adult or as a young adult, were just too cheesy for me.
Yeah.
It's just.
But I feel like you got to get that Shakespearean.
I got enough.
You got to get that.
I got enough. I got enough.
The old timey, 1400 middle century acting.
It was enough.
Theater, I guess.
I feel like sometimes I feel like, maybe not all the time, but I feel like sometimes when you do that too long, I feel like then you can't get out of it. Then you can't get into realistic acting. Like then you're on TV and stuff, and people are like, you're overdoing it.
Yeah, but it's just, I get what you're saying. But at the same
saying?
time, like, if you look at, like, actors that play these roles, like, these actors from London or from, like, England, and they come over here, like, you ever seen All American on Netflix?
Why do I feel like I've seen, what is it about?
It's a football story.
Oh, I've seen, like, a few episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not, I like basketball the most. Like, basketball is my favorite, but
shout out to
other than that,
ballers.
Yeah, for sure. But other than that, I'm like, I don't care about sports.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
Okay, so the dude that plays the main character in All American, which is a show called All American, about an All American high school football player.
Yeah, get to the point.
He's from London.
Okay.
And he, like, has a whole accent and all that. And he just, like, you would have never known he was from London until you
But, what does that have to do with theater?
I don't know. He's just good.
Some people are good at accents, though.
Yeah, he is. But it's like, but he came up doing, like, Shakespeare and doing all that, English
just because something.
acting and all that type of stuff, so.
Something can be your start, but it doesn't have. It can be where you got your inspiration or where you got like, like.
No, I'm not saying that, but I can see you doing like a role like Enough, with Jennifer Lopez or like.
Oh God, I know you did not just say that.
Or like a Honey. You ever seen Honey? You gotta give me Jessica Alba vibes a little bit,
bro. So
has anybody ever told you like Jessica Alba?
That's why I'm making that.
Wow.
So down like at this one bar that I used to work at downtown, the door guy, my friend D. Allen, he still to this day every time I see him, he's like, "What up, J Lo? What up, J Lo?" Like people always.
You don't really look like J Lo, but Alba.
It's the vibe.
Yeah. It's the stomach thing.
Yeah, it's the midriff, the hoop, the like.
Midriff.
It's the midriff. I was telling my coworkers at my job the other day, I was like, I'm a fly girl. Like on Living Color. That's
for sure. You look like you just came from the studio.
Yeah.
Like you just got done.
That's my
like you teach hip hop dance. Do you dance?
Well, not like getting paid.
You're not like pirouetting and all that.
No, I like doing the workout, like the bar class, like ballet class, because that works you out. But like, I think
I saw one of your videos on Instagram. You were dancing. I was laughing.
Yeah.
Your Instagram is like when you go to New York or LA. What'd you say?
I'm going to LA.
LA. You should do comedy. You're hilarious.
Oh God.
Find like one of those comedy little hype people that be doing like that go on like.
What do you mean comedy hype people? What is that?
Look them up.
Comedy hype people.
Back in the day, like TikTok is popping now.
Yeah, right.
But back in the day, it used to be Vine. They used to have a Vine house. You remember Vine? You're a
I loved Vine.
Yeah. So they had a Vine house out in LA. It was like on Vine in
I
Hollywood.
saw that, yeah.
And like all the like top Vine people would like hang out and do stuff.
I did see that. My friend Basil was actually pretty famous on there, and he I think he had gone. He was really hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. You're funny, like, but your funny is like different funny. It's not like you're trying to go viral funny. You're just like talking. You gotta like kind of go through your stuff. You're like
just talking,
like you're like dancing or something, or just like doing something goofy.
Acting a fool.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, she's funny. She's hilarious. That's
like
what's up.
Always growing up, like you play too much. You play too much. Like always.
You give me like 2-parent household vibes. Yeah.
No. I would definitely say though, it's like, since I guess I'm so ethnically diverse, I think I just grew up around a lot of different kind of like comedy and a lot of different ways of like joking around.
Yeah.
And then growing up in LaPorte was really awesome for me, honestly. Like I really loved it. Everybody was so chill with one another. Yeah. And it was like, at the end of the day, it was all about just like chopping it up and like making jokes and being goofy, whatever. Like, come on, we're in high school, who cares?
I've never met anybody from LaPorte, but it's probably like somebody from like Baytown or Beaumont or something.
Yeah, probably know somebody like you. Probably know
kind of those type of vibes.
Yeah.
I never really y'all call it LP.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. So we used to do this thing. We call it LP. And you know what? As a matter of fact, so like my senior, I guess like obviously in high school they used to call it actually long paper Texas. That's what they used to call it.
Long paper Texas.
Yeah.
That's
and then they would do this.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine that. I
it was fun. I mean, it was some, whatever.
Yeah, it is. I'm from Spring, so
yeah.
Look.
Something just,
they used to
something to make it interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, God.
You're there.
Might as well make the most of it. Making the most out of LaPorte.
Dang, so you're gonna be like an actor. Like your 30s are gonna be full of acting and roles.
I hope so.
Is it an Emmy or Oscar? I don't know which one it is.
Okay, yeah, sure.
One of those.
Yeah.
Like the award for acting.
I would like to act on like something more, like you said, like something more comedy central. Like
you want to be in some hood movies?
Or I wouldn't mind at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Or like I really would love to be like a cartoon voice. Like I would love to be like
I can see
doing
that.
like a
I can hear that.
I could do like I'm more into just like, freestyling when it comes to talking and stuff. I don't mind the acting. I would do like a show like maybe like Euphoria, something like that. That kind of vibes. And then podcast. You've never seen Euphoria?
Nah, I think I heard of it.
The one with Zendaya?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good show. At first, I didn't want to watch it. I was like, this looks wild.
I didn't really like Zendaya, but now I like Zendaya.
What?
She gives me,
someone
I'm up and down with her.
Someone just said that to me yesterday. I'm like, I really like her.
I don't know. I didn't like her at first. I don't know. She was a little past my time. I was more like.
But like, what made you not like her?
I don't know. I just feel like she like tried too hard. I don't know.
Oh, but I mean, she was on Disney.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like.
But that was past my time, Disney. Like I was like Hannah Montana.
Right.
That's So Raven. Like.
All right, so you old too.
Yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah, so you old too.
Hey, I'm big 30. Like
and why are you over here pressing me about me being grown? I'm a grown woman. You're a grown man.
I am a grown man.
Why are you coming at me? With your Q-Mart cup.
Yeah, it is from Q-Mart. Shout out to Q-Mart, man. This is where I get the gas from. Actually, I go to Exxon, but they didn't have no Supreme. I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Anyways, let me digress.
Neither here nor there. But yeah, that's what I would pretty much want to do.
What's your inspiration? Like, what's going to keep you, like you say you got this goal to move to LA. What's going to keep you in line with that goal to go to LA and be an actress?
I mean, me.
Oh, okay. You inspire you?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who's your favorite actress or actor?
Ooh, that's a good one. I really love Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he's a really good actor.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Mm-hmm. What was he in?
Brokeback Mountain.
What? That was not the movie that I thought you
I'm saying that because I feel like that's the one I'm talking about.
Was he like the boyfriend of?
Well, yeah. There's like
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What other movies was he on besides that?
He was in this. It's called something Saw. I don't remember. It's on Netflix. He's on Donnie Darko. That was like his first big movie. I think he's just like a really good at like encapsulating like the character. I think he's like really good at that. Actress, that's tough. I
say
really
Jessica Alba. Okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie.
She's not really that good of an actor.
Nah, actually. She's not. She's definitely not.
She'll probably agree with that too.
But I mean, hey, making money off being hot in Hollywood, and just filling that niche role for however long. It's like, why not?
Honey's a classic.
Yeah, no.
Like, keep it a buck. Honey's a classic.
Yeah, no, it's cute.
Little Romeo in there.
Bro. Yeah, little
dancing for the hood. You feel me? Like, hey, let's keep the kids out the hood, please.
Honestly, it's like there was a period of time where that's like that was the main message. Like I think I saw a tweet I think last night where they're talking about Coach Carter.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I was dying because it was like all Coach Carter wanted to do was the kids to come to class and pay attention in school and play ball, and everybody hated it.
They hated that man. They
funny.
failed their classes, and he said no basketball, and the parents got mad. Like, so bro, you gotta pass to play. Especially in Texas, we had that don't pass, don't play law. Yeah. You feel me?
And it's so funny because I feel like the same thing happened whenever Obama was president and Michelle Obama was like, hey, let's give the kids healthier food.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was mad. It's like, why are you mad that we don't want these people to grow up?
That's because they didn't want her to talk.
At all. Like, just say what it is.
I ain't gonna front though. I don't like when first ladies talk either. Like, that's like...
All right, digress before I dive in. Digress before I dive in, okay?
My thing is, like, what do you, like, that's not a real, like...
It's not a real what? Issue?
No.
Obesity in America isn't real?
No, it definitely is. It definitely is.
It's the #1 killer.
Yeah.
What do you mean? And healthy eating habits start as a child. Like, yeah. I was substituting for a while, and I was like, you know what? Let me eat. I'm gonna eat the tray lunch because I always ate the tray lunch growing up. Like we didn't have that much money, yeah. Okay. And I never minded it. To be honest, I never did.
It just is what it is.
It is what it was. Just food, and I've always been like, I was always like not fat, but I want to say.
You was fat growing up?
I want to say the combination of the words. I love to eat, even when I was a kid.
You were fat growing up?
No, like I love to eat.
But you weren't fat.
No. But I love to eat.
Yeah.
I think
that's how I am now.
I've got that like. That when it came to eating, that whole age, because Asians can eat, and like
y'all went eating competitions, like hot dog competitions and whatnot.
Yeah, so my Korean family, it's a big thing. Korean barbecue. If you've ever been to it, it's like
I rocks with Korean barbecue. Quit
so
playing
good. That's
with
my
me.
#1. It's really hard to pick my favorite.
Quit
food.
playing with me.
Mexican soul food or Korean barbecue.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't know which one.
You don't know which. You don't know where you.
They all slap. They all.
I don't know some greens.
Like they all.
Some orange chicken.
They all. Orange chicken is not Korean.
Oh yeah, my fault. You don't know if you want tacos. What's Korean food then? Chow mein?
No. Like kimchi.
Kimchi? All right.
I'm going to just leave that with you because I feel like you can't.
Is pho Korean?
Is pho? No.
Pho?
No, it's not.
Say pho.
I mean, essentially, I suppose, like ramen could be like, Japanese and Korean.
Okay.
Have their own ramen, but
yeah.
Other than that, Korean barbecue is like the domain.
Yeah. I'm ignorant. I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, clearly chow mein, orange
east
chicken.
Side like
Come
that.
on now.
Look, I'm from Texas, man.
If they have it at Panda Express, it ain't Korean.
I was definitely thinking Panda Express or mall Chinese food. I really like that. Yeah.
Like that bourbon chicken?
Man,
that bourbon.
The General Tasso, whatever they call it.
Sao?
Oh, yeah. That.
Man, you really know how to read.
It's T-S-O. What do you mean?
But you ain't heard nobody say it before?
No, I haven't. How does it say? Sao?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Clearly. To sao. To so.
I said Teso, actually.
Anyways.
You know what? I should have known that because of tsunami. Anyways.
But I digress.
Yeah, let me digress.
But I digress.
Have you ever been depressed in life?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Sure. A few years ago, it was real bad. So actually, the year I graduated, my halmoni, which is my Korean, that's grandma in Korean. That's my Korean grandma. On my dad's side.
Halmoni?
Halmoni.
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 Better.
Halmoni.
You starting to sound like a karate movie, but a little bit. Come on. Anyways, so yeah, my halmoni and I are really close. That's my dad's mom. My dad's half black, half Korean. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, my dad's half Nigerian, half Korean actually.
And he got him a Spanish woman.
Mm-hmm.
I like him already.
Yeah. So actually, my dad actually passed some time ago. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, he passed before I was even born, and so my grandma and I were always like real close.
Yeah.
And she was. To be honest with you, a lot of people have always asked me, like, they tell me I'm a real confident person. And I guess that's probably my personality as it is, but my Korean grandma was always very like uplifting, very encouraging through everything.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to send you a picture of me when I was little.
Yeah.
And it's a really funny because I'm like 7 years old and I'm posing. And it's hilarious.
What the heck? Yeah.
But anyways, so she passed away and that was my dog. Like, and I had missed her birthday. I didn't go to her birthday dinner like 4 days prior and she died 4 days later.
And you felt.
And yeah, and that was the year I graduated. Like that was a February.
Graduate college or high school?
College.
Oh, okay.
So I graduated in June.
Yeah.
And she passed away in February.
Yeah.
And then that June, right after I graduated, a few weeks after that, my ex passed away.
Your ex?
Yeah. Like,
were y'all exes at the time or were?
Yeah, but it was one of those things where it was like we were toxic because like we didn't. Nobody knew we were talking. You know what I mean? Like, because we were so back and forth. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
And I lost them both real fast. And I just moved here back home. I just graduated.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to go to school in New York. So I took, and my grandma had moved to, where I live now. And I had to take over her mortgage and all that. And I had like school loans and like, then he died and it was just like a lot.
Dang.
And so, and the last few words I had with him were not good. I did not say some pretty nice things. And it really, it really messed with me. And then due to the fact that I missed her birthday dinner and then it happened, it was like a lot at once.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of guilt and a lot of regret. And that put me at probably just a really low place. Like I was not happy for a real long time. And then finally, I think I just kind of was like, damn, I've like, for the past few years, who have I been?
Yeah.
And it's okay to like recognize things that you've done wrong and like feel bad for them.
Yeah.
But it's not good to like have them like be that black cloud over your head following you all the time. And that's essentially what happened. And then it got to a point where I was just drowning. And I had to, rescue myself because I wasn't listening to nobody, like at all, about what I should do, what I could do.
You're not the same person you were then that you are now.
Oh, no.
More appreciative and more humble.
Every day is like, I'm taking every second and like everything that the universe puts into my orbit, I'm accepting it.
Yeah. Man. No, I mean, that's pretty tough, though. I've never had an ex die.
Oh, God.
Not in real life, at least.
It's like, and it's the...
That's tough.
Not in real life. Mentally.
Yeah.
Like, rip.
We're done. She's dead. But it's like...
Yeah, for sure.
She's really gone.
Yeah,
like,
no. And it was weird, because it's like, never getting to say sorry is like the worst.
Yeah.
And that's what ate at me all the time. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's made me who I am now. And I think without those things happening, I wouldn't be as appreciative. I've always been somebody that's pretty positive and like upbeat, goofy, always happy, playing around. Sure. But now it's different. I feel like it's through and through. It's not just like a personality trait. It's like a mindset,
I remember, let me say this. I remember my cousin, he had a girlfriend. They were dating on and off and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then like while they were off, she had like another dude that she was talking to. Mm-hmm. And I remember like he died. Not my cousin, but the dude she was talking to. Mm-hmm. And she was like all sad about it. And my cousin was like...
Pressed, yeah.
Why are you sad about this? Sad? Yeah. And I was
because it's like, it's memories, essentially.
I know, but he was mad at her for being sad about it.
I went through the same experience. and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Like, was he talking to somebody else?
That comes from a place of just like insecurity, I feel like. I don't want to say it to your cousin, No offense to your cousin, but I mean...
offense to him.
Offense, sorry, bro.
You insecure. Let your girl be sad, all right?
Like...
They spent time together.
People are sad when people pass, especially if they meant something to them at a certain point in their life.
Yeah, people be sad when dogs pass.
Me, hard.
Oh, you got dogs.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, you had to chase them around the neighborhood today, so we get it.
And this heat is not a joke.
No, it's not. We in that Texas heat right now. I don't even know why I'm wearing a sweater.
Well, you're kind of chilly in here.
Yeah.
Like chilly, whatever.
No, we good. That's what's up, though. You went not like with death, but just you overcoming the growth. Yeah. All that. That's like what's up. No, definitely, because I've had close people to me pass away and all that. So it's definitely tough to handle, but you got to keep moving.
I mean, it's a part of life.
Yeah. Like everybody's promised.
Death is like the best way to appreciate life.
Definitely.
Like 1,000%.
Definitely.
And that's pretty much what it did to me, Mm-hmm. And I understand people being sad that people pass, but you got to honor their life.
Yeah.
By, honoring yours as well, by living it out.
Living it out,
living it up, doing the right thing, having integrity.
Always.
Like having integrity, doing
Integrity's
the right thing.
big.
Number one.
And
sure.
That's big. Doing the right thing when nobody's looking.
Exactly.
Like that's big.
Yes.
People want to be like, they want to, perk up when everybody's looking. Exactly. But what are you doing behind closed doors?
The first real bartending job I had was when I moved here, and I worked at this club called Aura. And that was my first place.
I remember Aura.
Yeah, and it was like,
Aura.
My boss, the owner of it, and we had some like differences, but that was the first thing he said to me on my interview. He was like, what do you think is like 5 traits that describe you as a person? And that's what I told him. I was like, I think I have a lot of integrity.
Wow.
But he put it that way. He said, I'm really glad you said that, because to me, that's the number one trait people need to have, because that means you're doing the right thing when nobody's looking.
Yeah, for sure.
And I never agreed with him, but it stuck with me forever.
I come from the sports world, competition, merit-based.
Like, don't
everything.
be cheating. Don't be.
Yeah, like I played basketball all the way through college and all that. So it's like, what are you doing when no one's watching? Are you getting better or are you getting worse? Are you just doing good because I'm looking at you because the coach is looking at you? You trying to impress them, or are you actually putting in work?
Right.
And you got to do that. It's not with sports, but that's with life.
Like, that's a mentality. It's like working out. It's like, don't do
anything.
Don't do anything half.
Don't cut corners. You can't, because if you cut corners, you will get caught eventually.
Like, straight,
people are going to catch you up.
It catches up to
you. For sure.
Like,
All right, so let's get into relationships a little bit. Just a little bit. Like,
Let's go ahead.
While we here,
you're right.
This is Believe Truth and Fact. I mean, we're here, we're talking.
Let's go ahead, yeah.
The camera's on. I mean,
is this thing on?
It's on.
Right.
And I feel like you have an interesting perspective on relationships.
You think so?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I mean, probably. So yeah.
Are you in one right now, or
no? For sure.
No. Why not? Do you want to be in one?
I mean, I'm not looking actively. I think I'm just really appreciating my relationship with myself. As a matter of fact, I've been celibate for quite some time.
Wow.
Just because I thought, why not just try it?
You can't be in a relationship and not have sex.
And maybe
you can be in a relationship and not have sex. Like, you don't have to be with someone.
Well, right, but I feel like that can become an issue. I feel like maybe these monks, maybe these nuns are onto something a little bit. Like, I'm
for sure,
and it's honestly been the best thing that I've ever done. As most people, I've been sexually active since I was 18. I mean, yeah, since I was 18, 19.
So, 10 years strong.
10 years.
Not strong, because you're celibate now, but...
A decade. Yeah.
How long have you been celibate,
A decade of getting laid.
Oh, wow.
But
how long have you been celibate for? Couple months, couple weeks, couple days?
Months.
Oh, some months? Since 2021 or 2020?
Oh, no, that would have been like a year, right? That'd be like...
No, I mean, we still 6 months in, 7 months
I mean, but
in.
then you're like, yeah, it's been a but
if you call a year 7 months, that's not
Let me just put
year.
it to you like this. This has been the longest I've been without getting laid.
Since 18.
Since I was 18, right.
Yeah. You started when you were 18? That's pretty old.
I actually only lost my virginity because I was going to school. And I was like, I can't go to this school virgin.
Wow.
And so I literally...
This was some super bad stuff.
And so I just told
You seen super bad?
Honestly. And then I told my boyfriend at the time, I was like, yo, I think I'm just ready. Let's go ahead. He's like, huh? I'm like, yeah, today after school. Bye.
What?
Like, I was just like, let's get it over with. Rip it off like a Band-Aid. It was right before prom, like really close to prom. I'm like,
should have been after prom. That's what it should have been.
No, because then I would have waited. Then it would have been too. Nah, I was like, I had the thought, and I was like, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impulsive that way. Like, if I just feel like something's telling me to do it, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, a lot of women are. They like adventures. They're spontaneous. They're like.
I wouldn't say that.
You don't think a lot of women are spontaneous?
I don't think spontaneity has anything to do with gender.
Oh, well, guys are spontaneous too. Probably.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a decline in that, especially in America, or maybe in this generation. I feel like people think too much.
Yeah.
About what they're about to do. But yeah, no relationship. I'm not even actively looking, because that would mean that I'm scouting. I'm not scouting. I don't have no roster. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just focused on me. And I recognize how much better my mental health is, just as a whole, how focused I am. Because I'm not messing around with nobody that doesn't care about me, period. Not in the long run, or doesn't care about what I've got going on. And also, when you think about it, when you're hooking up with people, even if it's not a relationship, it's a 24-hour thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come over, y'all chop it up. You might drink a little bit, or you might go out to eat, or like go drink. They come over, y'all chop it up. You know, the magic happens or whatever. And then in the morning, y'all wake up, do it again or whatever. Yeah. And then it's an all day thing. Y'all go grab lunch, and I'm like, that's like
y'all go grab lunch.
Y'all go grab lunch.
Like, do people go to work?
Well, I mean, with my schedule, it's like I'm off Mondays and Wednesdays. Like that's my schedule. But I'm saying like a lot of times it's like it's a lot of time, and I could be at the gym, like thrifting, doing artwork, like researching like different agencies, sitting, chilling with my dogs, like taking them to the dog park, or just like hanging out with people that matter the most in my life.
Yeah. You want kids?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, lately I've gotten on the man. I don't know if I could do that to my body. Like, I really like my
no more halters.
That's what I'm like.
No,
I don't know.
I feel like you'll snap back.
I don't know if I'm gonna get lucky though, because it's like the gene pool right there. Who knows?
You got.
Who knows? It's a toss up.
Yeah, you got the Mexican.
It was a toss up.
But you got Korean and black. Like some Mexicans bounce back though.
I mean, okay, so
a lot of them, but like it's 80% of them.
It's a toss up. Yeah. Just like the whole looks thing. Like I don't think my mom knew going into what I was gonna look like.
Yeah.
You know, and
they probably both didn't.
As a kid,
we don't know.
As a kid, I was really like odd looking, like. Especially like as a baby, like baby.
All babies are odd.
No, but I mean like
you know, you'd be like that baby's cute. That baby's not cute.
I was always very like different or weird looking.
Yeah.
You know, because I had just like all these different features on one little baby.
Yeah, I can see that.
But so I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know, and I'm kind of worried about that. No more crop tops, no more midriff. I don't know about all that.
No crop tops, no halter tops, no spaghetti straps.
Oh God, that really.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Lane Bryant.
Pass. I think I might be on that whole Jennifer Aniston vibe. Like maybe no kids is for me. Maybe I'll like adopt. There's a lot of kids that want to be adopted, and I really do love kids. Like kids are like my favorite kind of people to work with. Always, they're the best. When I was a sub, I would only do elementary. Like I think they're so cute and funny, and I love them because kids don't have motives, and that's what I love about them.
So you do want kids or you don't?
Yeah, I mean I will. I'll either adopt. I mean like I want kids, but I don't know if I'm gonna.
You want to birth
have them? Yeah, I don't know if I want to.
You'll get a surrogate or something.
I'll just adopt.
Yeah, so you don't need a guy. So
nah. I would not be like.
Are you one of those females, ladies that say like we don't need men type? Is that?
I mean, I don't feel like. I mean, I've gotten this far without them, so I don't know. Wow. The only men in my life I've really been dependable was like my granddad, my mom's dad. He's been like my dad my whole life, like took that role. But I mean, other than that, all men have ever done is get on my nerves.
Oh wow.
I mean, my guy friends, they're tight. I love my homies, like for sure. Like they're awesome. I love them to death. But other than that, I'm like
dudes you've been rocking with, they get on your nerves.
in general, like even like as I'm bartending, I'm like.
Oh, I mean, you're in a bar though, like.
Oh, so that's an excuse? You see what I'm saying? Like even like you saying that you're in a bar though, like that's such a dude thing to say. Like, and what? So what does that mean?
But what
do y'all think this is like? The octagon? Like you can just come in and attack me?
The octagon. Like, no, I ain't going front. I hate bar girls. Not hate bar girls, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't like. I don't
you said it though. You said it though.
I don't try to holler at y'all. Like if I go to Hooters or Twin Peaks or something, I'm not trying to holler at the waitress or anything like that. I'm not trying to talk to the bar.
Remember this, ladies, if you're watching this.
Please remember this.
He's coming to your job.
I already know that before I got here and after I leave, hella dudes is about to be throwing whatever type of game they think they have or do have. And it's like, what is my real chance of actually getting the girl that works at Clay or the Hooters chick? Like, I don't even put my expectations that high. So I hate even hollering at, I'm not going to say y'all, but y'all, essentially. Like, I don't even be talking to y'all like that because I already know what time it is with y'all. Like, y'all talk to dudes all day. So it's like, what's the difference between me and all the other dudes you talk to? Because some dudes come in there and they tip big tippers, you know?
Are you done?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Are you done or are you finished?
I'm finished. But I'm just saying I'm not gonna holler at the bar girl. That's my whole point.
Anyways, listen to that. Okay, so first of all, don't be grouping people into nothing. Don't be saying y'all. I said, are you done? You finished? You said you won't let me.
All right, go ahead.
So don't be grouping people into nothing, okay? Yeah. First of all. Second of all, everything comes full circle. So I guess, back to what I was saying earlier, I guess the insecurity runs in your family. Because
my cousin.
Because what you just said. That's my job at the end of the day.
It is.
Right? So same thing goes with any profession. You know, like any kind of profession.
Yeah.
What does that matter? Like, what do other guys have to do with you? And if you're saying, like,
my fault.
If you're saying there's other guys that are big spenders, or what do you mean? I know I can't get the clay, blah, blah, blah. That means you don't hold yourself to a high standard or a high degree. No, that's what that means. Because when a guy tells me that, I'm like, okay, you're whack, and you can never be with a girl like me. Because you wouldn't even care about that. It's about our connection.
No. So, okay. Yeah. So are you dating customers?
No.
Exactly.
Because I've never met a customer that I like, but I have.
You have dated a customer.
Gone on dates.
That's what I'm saying.
I have gone on dates.
With customers.
With guys that come in there and they're like, hey, what's up? Because I like that they have the gall to approach me and have the balls.
I knew you
and not have that.
The unmitigated gall.
Yeah, like have some nuts. Let your nuts swing, bro.
But like for me though.
Come on now. What are you scared
I get what you're saying.
If you're scared, go to church. I'm a girl.
I get what you're saying though. But for me, it's just like.
I'm just a girl working.
That's what I'm saying. You're at work.
And?
Why do I want to bother you?
Now, that'd be one thing if that's what you said. But that ain't what you started off with.
No.
What you started off with, I know there's a bunch of guys that come in there
that's just,
that wouldn't mind. They're high tippers.
The number one thing.
Clay girl.
I'm not worried about that. But what I'm saying is you're at work. Like, I don't go to the grocery store. I don't go to the mall.
You're saying that nothing separates you from other customers, but that's on you. That means that you don't think nothing separates you from other men, and that's on you.
I didn't say that.
You might as well.
That's an assumption.
Yeah, no.
That's cool.
No. It was implied.
No, it wasn't.
Because why'd you say that? Run it back.
You can run this back.
Run it back.
You will be able to.
Y'all run this back and remember what he said.
But what I'm saying is, like, you're at work. Why would I want to holler? Like, if I'm at work, I don't want nobody, like, people, they do crazy stuff. But when I'm at work, I'm working. I ain't trying to be hollered at. But that's not what you said.
You're saying, like, you don't want to talk to bar girls that you said, and you said y'all. Like, what do you mean? That's my job.
You're right.
Yeah, I get money.
If you were,
what?
But I don't want to talk to girls that's like, not saying that it's bar girls, but I'm saying that are working. I don't want to like bother you on the job. And in another breath, I'm like, look, I already know everybody else is hollering at you.
So what does that matter though? That means if you stick out, you stick out. Like if that's the person for you, that's the person for you. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter.
But I think where you meet someone,
like that's so whack. Like as soon as you're
where
already
you
approaching,
meet someone matters.
Anyways,
you don't think so?
If you're jumping into it, if you're already worried, the first thing on your mind is other people about approaching one person. That's lame. Like, oh, I bet you a bunch of other guys are. So what? What does that have to do with you and I? What the hell does that have got to do with us? What's that got to do with me? I'm used to getting that attention, point blank. That's the point you need to look at, that perspective. Yeah. If I'm used to that kind of attention, that means none of that phases me at all. It goes over my head. The thing is, men approach it that way because y'all know if y'all was behind that bar and there was that many girls throwing themselves at you, you'd be juggling. Men are different in that way. Like guy bartenders that I know, oh my God, they're hoes. Oh my God. But most bar girls,
what do you mean by guys are hoes though? What like those? Like I mean, guys, you don't have to be a bartender to be the hoe. Like
no, you're right. But whenever guys get that kind of attention from a lot of girls, that maybe in another like atmosphere they would think that they couldn't get, they're gonna take all the chips. You know why not? Why not? I'm gonna cash in. I'm gonna take all the chips. Like, and that's what happens. But girls aren't like that. We're so used to guys hitting on us. I can look like a potato at the corner store, and the man will still be like, hey, girl, what's up? So what does that matter?
Hey, girl, what's up?
So what does that matter? It don't matter.
Bro, you're funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, what does that matter?
You're right, though. Kind of, a little bit.
Because at the end of the day, I've been bartending for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like.
But I'm saying, like, would you rather be hollered at, like, at the gas station or at work?
What does that matter?
It doesn't matter where...
No.
A guy talks to you at?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know where you're going to meet anybody.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
You're right. You don't. You don't know.
Like, if you're a model, you could get approached on the street or you could go into the agency and get booked. Like, what does that matter? At the end of the day, what you got is what you wanted.
Anyways, moving on with the relationships.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Are you making a point? You feel like you made a point?
Oh, I definitely did.
Okay.
I just schooled your ass.
What?
I schooled you.
Nah, you definitely didn't.
All right.
I like that you think you did.
Sure, man. Sure, man.
We didn't even dive deep, and we're running out of time. But we have to dive a little deeper.
Let's move on.
If you're in a relationship, you're a woman, obviously.
Correct.
What is your role in a man's life?
Being his partner. I mean,
yeah.
I think that every relationship has its own set of rules. Yeah. I don't think that they apply to gender at all. Yeah. Because why would they? It's like, if we're going back to that, then it's like, some men are way better at cooking than women. Some men are a lot cleaner. Some men just aren't maybe as advanced, like, intelligence-wise. Like, sometimes
that's fine.
A woman can be a lawyer and her man can be, I don't know, like a janitor, and it don't have to matter. I'm not saying... No.
I got to stop you there.
No.
So you're telling me a lawyer woman is dating a janitor?
Let me rephrase that. So
please,
recently I've been
rephrase that.
I've been rewatching Sex and the City. My mom used to watch when I was a kid, and I've been rewatching it lately.
That's a terrible show for women, by the way.
Oh my God.
Terrible show for women.
I thought I was going to be asked a question.
Proceed.
Judge, can I proceed? Thank you. So
you should start your podcast. I will watch. You're funny.
The thing is, though, is like it is. I would say in some areas it can be really bad for women, but it depends on your perspective. Because as a kid, I loved Carrie's main role, right? But then now as like a 28-year-old, I'm like, girl, you down bad. I know you're not letting this man do all this to you, and you're just like looking the other way and crying, and like, you got it going on. However, they're like Miranda on the show. She's a lawyer, and she's like in love with this guy named Steve, and he's like a bartender, right? He's a bartender, and she does him so bad. Like, she's so emotionally abusive to this man. And I'm like, but at the end of the day, like, he cares about you. He's there for you. He wants a future with you. Now, I'm not saying you have to date a loser. You know what I'm saying? But he's got it going on. He's not cheating. He's not treating you bad.
Are you dating a man that makes less money than you, though?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I did.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be something that, like, bothers me or that, like, I'm, like, thinking about.
But are you going to let him be? Okay. Let me ask you this, because earlier you said about no gender roles. Some women can't cook and some men can't cook. That's cool. Yeah, some men like to clean or whatever. Some women just dirty as hell. Don't want to clean.
Right.
But
damn, you live like this? I love that meme. Damn, you live like this? I love that.
That's tough. Yeah, I know. I know. Anyways, are there any roles for are there things that men can't do that women can, and women can't do what men can?
I think that depends on who you're asking.
I'm asking you.
I mean,
is there something that you could do that I can't do? And is there something I can do that you can't do?
But the thing is, I don't think that pertains to gender as much so as I think it pertains to personality. I think that's...
No. Physically.
Physically? Give me an example. I don't know what you mean physically. What does that mean?
But, like, is there something that you can do that I can't do physically? Like, I literally can't do this.
Oh, like picking something up? Like, you mean like heavy?
Not even that. Like,
what do you mean?
Okay.
Give me an example, because I know you got one on your head.
I do. I cannot birth a child.
Okay, but that's a gender role that is forced on me.
It's not forced on you.
What do you mean it is forced on me? Men can't have babies. They ain't seahorses.
But it's not forced on you.
But I mean, that role is forced on us as women. Like, we're born able to have children.
Forcing something is like, I can push it away.
So what do you mean? How could I argue that gender? But how could I argue that gender role? Because, make sure you're able to.
The most vulnerable.
What do you ask? What are you asking me?
What I'm saying is, okay, if you ever birth kids yourself, which
correct.
I'm sure you will. I think deep down you really want to have children.
Go ahead.
Your own children. Like, you're not going to be able to do anything at least for a year.
Okay.
Someone's literally going to have to take care of you. Literally.
Possibly for some time.
No. At least a year. I mean, you're pregnant for 9 months, and like.
What do you mean take care of me? Like work? What do you mean? Is that what you mean by taking care?
Like take care of you.
Like like taking care of me, like cooking for me and stuff like that.
Do things for you because you're going to be pregnant.
I don't know.
So someone's going to have to take care of you.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily agree with that because I know a lot of girls that go right back to work like very quickly. Okay. Like some women are able to take off that year and they're big chilling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there's some girls that they don't have the option. They have like 2-3 months, leave.
But if you have a child with a real astute man, he's not going to have you just snapping back, going back to work.
Unless I'm like, I ain't staying here with this baby. You're going to have to find me some help. I'm tired of being here. I'm ready to go back.
For your child?
I love to work. Like but I don't know if it depends on if I'm in that situation. I feel like once you become a parent, that's whenever your opinions change. Yeah. And because I'm not,
you're not really
answer that.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to the last few questions because we're so much running out of time, and I didn't get to ask you nothing.
Go ahead.
Because
you brought me on here to talk.
I did. No, you're great. No, we're gonna have to do this again. You say you have a lot of men friends earlier. Mm-hmm. A lot of guy friends.
I would say I have a lot of friends in general, but I would say that.
Yeah. I always say you have to be wary of a woman that has too many friends.
Oh God. First the bar girl, now this, man.
No,
just say you're insecure and go, bruh. Say you're insecure and drop the mic. And
how is that insecure? I'm just saying.
What do you mean you got to be careful? What does that mean?
I say you got to be wary, not careful. Just like you got to,
Wary of what? Don't
worry about it. Do you really think men and women can actually be friends?
Absolutely. Friendship has nothing to do with sexuality.
That's
like asking a lesbian, can she be friends with a straight girl, or a gay man if he can be friends with a straight man?
Yeah.
What?
So none of your guy friends ever tried to do anything?
To be honest with you, no.
Really?
Honestly, none of them have ever touched me or came on to me or nothing like that.
Touching is weird.
I'm saying, nothing flirtatious, an arm grab in a flirtatious way, or been putting their, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying.
I mean, that's weird though. What I'm saying, for guys will wait 30, 40,
they're about
50
that.
Years.
A lot of times they're about that long game.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know old dudes be like, man, I finally get shorty for 5th grade.
Yeah, but
they 35, 70 years old. 35 to 70.
That's on them. I mean, that has nothing to do with me. If you're saying that you have to be careful of a girl that has a lot of guy friends, well, then you're also lumping in the woman as well and her intentions behind having guy friends. Yeah. I am a firm believer, I don't smash my friends.
Yeah.
I don't hook up with them. I ain't about it. They're my homies for a reason. Because if I didn't want them to be my homies, they wouldn't.
That's what I always say.
They wouldn't.
And, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule. I'm not saying that everything that I'm saying is just law.
But
I'm just saying,
yeah, you're curious.
When you have a garden and you growing a lot of fruit or plants in a garden, all those fruits or plants are grown in the same soil. So, we're all from America. We're all westernized. Everybody's grown up and told the same things growing up. Every so often you got those,
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I want to go ahead and say to Western ideals, I hate it here. I'm going to say it again. I hate it here.
I love it here. Shout out to America.
5-year plan, get out of Texas. 10-year goal, get out of the U.S.
Oh, stop. I love America.
I don't like it here. I don't like it here.
Anyways, what I say is women have you know sports, right, a little bit? You know what a depth chart is?
No.
All right.
No.
So a depth chart is you have a starting quarterback and then you have a backup quarterback, then the 3rd string, 4th string, 5th string.
Right, okay.
So women will always have their starting quarterback. And if their starting quarterback throws some interceptions or messes up, they'll put in a 2nd string.
Once again, you're grouping women. Okay, go on.
I just said this is not everyone. This is just women. In general.
So in general, you think girls all got a roster?
Generally speaking, for sure. And so their friends are the ones that are in that depth chart.
Okay, so I would say that I would go ahead and say that I think that women have Western women, this ideal. I would say that I think that
modern liberal women,
modern Generation Z, millennials, whatever. No. I would say that they developed that though from men. Because men are the ones that always got hoes lined up.
But I'm not talking about men right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They adopted that. Why does
it matter if men have,
adopted that.
quote unquote,
because y'all don't like that. Y'all are like that.
I know, but why does that? But y'all are not men. Y'all are women.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Why are so many women trying to be like men?
So that we can make it in this world. Because as a matter of fact, it might be 2021, but women are still underpaid for the same position.
Oh, Lord.
What do you mean, oh, Lord? It's facts. You ain't read? You don't know how to read or what?
We have to get out of here because I don't know what they're going to do about this. But I have to ask you this last question. And we could get into... we got to do a part 2 because...
Yeah, go ahead.
I definitely disagree with that. But,
of course you do, because you're a man. Anyways, next question.
Oh, my God. And I'm not here...
Judge.
Anyways, men and women can be friends. There's only 3 reasons why men and women be friends. Have had sex, will have sex, won't have sex. Period. That's just what it is.
Yep.
You already know what it is. You know. What's the difference between love and in love?
Off rip. I'm gonna say wanting to smash and not wanting to at all.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just messing.
I'm about to say stop
I'm just
it.
messing. But I feel like love is unconditional, and I feel like in love is conditional. I feel like it can change. Like you can be in love with
Wait. You said love is what?
Like unconditional. And I feel like being in love is conditional.
Okay.
Like you might fall in love with somebody for different kind of qualities.
Yeah.
But I feel like you love people for them in their entirety. Like family, friends, like you're not in love with your homies, you know what I mean? But you love them. Yeah. They can be annoying, get on your nerves, say some stuff you don't agree with. Yeah. But you're like, nah, still my homie, I love him no matter what. That's still my girl, I love her no matter what. But I feel like in love is like you fall in love for different things that I feel like they bring to you that you couldn't bring in a relationship on your own. So I feel like that's where you fall in love with them. Or they make you realize things about yourself that maybe you didn't know existed. Yeah.
I'm not going to front. I've been doing this for about a year. I've interviewed probably about 60, 70, maybe 100 females asking that very same question. I think I don't know if anybody else has ever said the right answer. And that is completely correct. But I don't think you're going to agree with this next part of the question. It's a 2-part question. Do you want a man to be in love with you?
Do I want a man to be in love with me?
Or your significant other, the person that, not significant other, but the dude that you want to be married to, would you want him to be in love with you?
Of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Nah, I want us to be dogs. Like,
nah.
And
I always say this, women love that idea of being in love, but they don't actually want that.
Everybody wants to be in love.
Stop. No.
Everybody wants to be in love. And if you say you don't want to be in love, you're a coward. And you're insecure because you don't think that nobody gonna like your ass. Because you barely like you. So why would anybody else? You barely like you. Come on now.
Okay, so what you just said was so correct. In love is conditional. You can stop doing, like, if you were talking to your girlfriend as a man, you talking to your girl and you be like, man, why do you love me? And she gives you a reason, cut her off right there. Because there shouldn't be a reason why she's in love with you.
There could be reasons why.
Or why she loves you.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, that's incorrect.
A reason is conditional. Unconditional means I love you no matter what.
Right. But wait, you're asking her why she loves you or why she's in love?
Regardless. Why?
But if there's a reason.
No. If there's a reason, like if she says, I love you because you buy me flowers every Wednesday, or I love you because you do this, you do that. It's
so you're saying that
there shouldn't be a reason. Unconditional means it doesn't matter what you do. I love you for you and who you are. I'm in love with you for who you are.
Yeah, but you can also, there's reasons for who they are. People are made up of qualities. Yeah. Therefore, you can point them out.
So you can't just...
And be like, I love you because, you always know how to be positive even whenever it's a...
But what if they start being negative? You gonna stop loving them?
I mean, if they're negative all the time, I'm out. Yeah. Like I said, it's conditional. If you, at first, like you're fronting and you're acting like this real positive person because you see I'm like that, and then I start realizing, as a matter of fact, you're pretty negative. Yeah. I'm dipset. I'm done. Like, I'm out.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I don't like that.
The only unconditional love that women really have is...
And love with my friends, I can dip. If I think they're a negative, I'm like, man, I ain't inviting her.
The only unconditional love that women kind of really have is with their children. And... That's just because they birthed them. Like no matter, like your child can kill someone and you're still gonna love them.
Okay, right.
As far as like anybody else besides that, it's just like, yeah, you love conditionally. But if you're gonna be in love with your significant other, if they stop doing whatever it is that made you fall in love, then you fall out of love. And so
depending, because people change.
Yeah.
And they grow, and I think that people are malleable, and so are relationships.
But I always say, in love doesn't last. In love, you're gonna always fall out of love. Love lasts. If you just love someone, you'll be able to go the long way and go, as far as you want to go with love. In love is just like,
I feel like that's looking at it from like a material perspective. Like, I'm in love with my car, but I ain't always gonna love it, because if it breaks down and them conditions change, I ain't gonna love it no more. So I feel like you're viewing it in love as like a material thing, as like something. But I'm like, I do agree that it's conditional. However, I'm
glad you said that, because most women are by nature whimsical and capricious. They change their minds a lot. They're like, hey, one Monday they're like.
Men are like that too.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
What do you mean by nature? That's humans. But humans get bored. Humans change.
Monday, she's like, I want to be with
Men are like that too.
Monday,
I want to be in the NFL. No, now I want to, now I want to be a lawyer. Oh, now I'm going to be a coach. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. That is gender. I mean, that isn't gender. That is human nature. We get bored. That is how we are.
There's a certain type of dude that does that, but I think we'll get it.
But you're right. It's all women, but it's certain type of dudes, because y'all are more advanced mentally.
No.
Psych.
Those are just dudes.
It's proven that men are slower at maturing. XYZ. Why are you about to tell me that women are capricious and women are whimsical? Oh, shove it up.
Why do you do
that? Shove it. Because that's what men do. It's like, oh, just go ahead and save that for your little 30 seconds of beatage. Save that for your 30 seconds of beatage, because it ain't true and it's false.
Yo,
false.
We definitely have to get out of here. Yo, you are so funny, dude. Look. We gotta do this again, bro.
I hate it here.
You are so funny. Oh my goodness. Where are all this? Never mind.
No, ask it.
Where all this like kind of masculine energy come from?
From not being told that I have to act like a woman, I guess. Yeah. Like, I've been raised by very headstrong women. I mean, especially, being, again, like, just being, like, mixed. Like, all the women in my life were very, like, just all, no, I don't think so. Yeah. And none of them took anything from men, ever. Yeah. And I was just raised that way. And I've always...
You ever been cheated on?
To my knowledge, no. But I don't know. Because you know what men love to do? Lie. Hey, there's one for you.
So you never caught a dude cheating?
To lie.
You never caught a dude cheating?
They love to lie. I mean, I wouldn't say cheating, but I've caught guys like jeeping. Hey,
Jeeping?
Jeeping, like creeping behind my back. But I mean, I wouldn't say it was like a...
So what is cheating to you? I mean,
that's why I'm like,
you never caught someone having sex with another woman while they were
like
actively dating you?
No.
Oh, okay. No. You don't go through phones and stuff like that?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never done that. I've had guys run through my phone, but I've honestly never done that. Tons. Like, there was a point in time where a guy I was dating, I had to change my password every time before he came over.
Wow.
Like, he would watch me, like, and would remember it. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not even doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's, again, that insecurity. Again.
All right, she's a tough woman here. She takes Jen straight to the head. She's getting ready to go to LA and be an actress. She's on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Kiara
Caliente. She's hella funny on there. Make sure I go follow her. Look, dating her is tough. I mean, you're probably going to go through her phone. You're probably going to be insecure if you date her.
It's not tough. You just got to have the nuts.
You got to have, quote unquote, nuts to date her.
Let the nuts swing.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to stroke them, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure. We're going to let all this masculinity just run up out of you,
yeah, because you already got way too much.
I have too much masculine energy? Stop. Anyways, we'll have her back. We're going to do this again because, look, we got through an hour, and I don't even think we touched the surface.
Okay.
We didn't even we touched an hour. This was supposed to be 30 minutes. I swear it was. We didn't even touch the surface. We didn't even get through nothing. But it's all good, though. Where can people follow you at and do all that? Shout it out. I just said it.
Yeah. Follow me, Kiara Caliente. Yeah. Spelled exactly how it sounds.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's about it.
I appreciate you for coming through, though. Let's get up out of here, man. It's my first time using the studio again with the new setup. If y'all like it, man, tell me y'all like it. We're going to use this again. I think.
Yeah, cut it. I want a shot.
You want a shot? Nah, you right there. We up out of here, y'all. Peace and love.